Everyone is talking about Argentina defending their crown. Everyone is talking about France's incredible squad depth. Everyone is talking about Brazil's return, England's golden generation, and Portugal's superstars. But what if the team nobody is taking seriously enough is actually the team that lifts the World Cup trophy in 2026? What if Spain, yes, Spain, becomes the next world champion? A few years ago, people questioned whether Spain's famous possession-based football was finished. They said the golden generation was gone. They said the team lacked the stars needed to compete at the highest level. But something has changed. Spain is rebuilding. Spain is producing another generation of unbelievable talent. And heading into the 2026 World Cup, La Roja might be the biggest threat nobody wants to talk about. Today, we are breaking down why Spain could shock the world and win the 2026 World Cup. For many fans, Spain is no longer considered one of the favorites. When people discuss World Cup contenders, they immediately mention Argentina, France, Brazil, and sometimes England. Spain is often mentioned later. But that might be a huge mistake. Football history has shown us something important. The teams that win tournaments are not always the teams with the biggest names. They are the teams with the best balance. And Spain currently has something very dangerous. A mix of experienced leaders and fearless young players. They are not trying to copy the Spain of 2010. They are creating a new identity. The old Spain dominated through endless passing and controlling possession. The new Spain is faster. They can control games, but they can also attack with incredible speed. They can hurt opponents in different ways, and that makes them extremely difficult to prepare for. One name has changed everything for Spanish football: Lamine Yamal. At such a young age, Yamal has already shown qualities that many players never develop in their entire careers: confidence, creativity, decision-making, and most importantly, fearlessness. The biggest tournaments are often decided by moments of individual brilliance. A player who can create something from nothing. A player who can change a game when everything looks impossible. Spain has had players like this before. Iniesta in 2010. David Villa during Spain's golden era. Now, Lamine Yamal could become the next global superstar. The scary part? He is still improving. By the time the 2026 World Cup arrives, he could be one of the most dangerous attacking players in world football. And Spain will not only depend on him. They have other young talents who can change matches. Players like Nico Williams, Pedri, and other emerging stars give Spain an attacking threat that many teams will struggle to handle. The biggest question is, are we watching the beginning of another Spanish golden generation? Between 2008 and 2012, Spain dominated world football. They won the European Championship twice and lifted the 2010 World Cup. That team had legends: Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Casillas, Ramos, Villa. But after that era ended, Spain went through a difficult transition. The problem was not talent. The problem was replacing some of the greatest players in football history. Now, Spain finally looks like they have the next wave. They have technical ability. They have tactical intelligence. They have players who understand modern football. And most importantly, they have confidence. Winning tournaments requires belief. Spain seems to have that belief again. Let's talk about the biggest competitors. Argentina will always be dangerous because they have champions mentality. France has unbelievable athletic ability and some of the best players in the world. Brazil has the talent to beat anyone. England has a squad full of elite players. So why Spain? Because tournaments are not won on paper. They are won through chemistry. Spain has something many teams struggle to build: a clear football identity. They know how they want to play. They know how to control possession. They know how to create chances. And under pressure, they have shown they can compete. The modern World Cup is not just about having superstar names. It is about having a complete team. A team that can defend. A team that can control midfield. A team that can produce moments of magic. Spain has all of those ingredients. But let's be realistic. Spain is not perfect. There are questions. Can they handle physical teams? Can they score enough goals against defensive opponents? Can their young players handle the pressure of a World Cup knockout game? Because the World Cup is different. One bad moment can end your dream. One mistake. One penalty. One defensive error. Experience matters. This is where Spain will need their senior players to guide the younger generation. Talent wins games, but mentality wins tournaments. So here is the controversial question. Could Spain actually win the 2026 World Cup? Many people will say no. They will choose Argentina. They will choose France. They will choose Brazil. But maybe that is exactly why Spain is dangerous. Nobody expects them. Nobody is putting the pressure on them. They can enter the tournament with freedom. And sometimes, the most dangerous teams are the ones everyone overlooks. Spain has the talent. Spain has the system. Spain has the next superstar. And Spain has the history. Could La Roja shock the world again? It is not impossible. The 2026 World Cup could become the tournament where a new generation announces itself. Argentina wants to defend their legacy. France wants another trophy. Brazil wants to return to glory. But Spain? Spain wants to remind everyone who they are. A country that once dominated world football. A country producing another incredible generation. A country with a player who could become the face of the next era. Maybe Spain will not win the World Cup. Maybe another team will lift the trophy. But one thing is certain. Ignoring Spain in 2026 could become football's biggest mistake. Let me know your prediction. Can Spain win the 2026 World Cup? Comment your winner below. And don't forget to subscribe for more football stories, predictions, and controversies. But ignoring Spain in 2026 could become football's biggest mistake. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow us for more football stories, transfer debates, and World Cup predictions. Let me know in the comments. Who will win the 2026 World Cup? Spain, Argentina, France, Brazil? I'll see you in the next one.